Alrighty. Let's say my microphone is on and working. There should be... Oh, geez, is there two mics? Ooh. Let's try this. You might have heard me twice. Do I sound twice as good? Let me know. Music volume, my volume. Looks like it might be pretty good. Maybe. Well, howdy. I am Dr. Colin, Family Fantasy RPG. If you don't know about my kids' games, please check them out at my website. But today, I know it's kind of weird, D&D games for kids, but I also started painting Warhammer minis. So, online in the community, you might have seen, I've been doing this Sin City themed paint style for my Veteran Guard. The Veteran Guard, it's a 10-member kill team, but I bought a second box to make all of the models. So I have 20 of them. And this is the last one to paint. Because of the paint scheme, it's only, it's a short, it doesn't take long to paint. I can usually get one done in about an hour. So what I've done with this guy, he's got a plasma pistol and a power sword. So the extra colors we're going to have on here, other than black and white, are red for the goggles, the blue, the same blue as the plasma gunner for the plasma gun pistol. And I'm still trying to decide. Hopefully someone comes in here and helps me out. But I'm still trying to decide if the sword will be the same plasma color as the gun. It makes sense that the faction, there's a color of plasma, right? And I mean, I'm sure the weapon would be the same as the gun, but I might change it up. I don't know. So, yes, there's been plenty of controversy on whether this is tournament acceptable, and some people even find it downright offensive. Offensive to the people who spend a lot of time painting their miniatures, whereas this one obviously doesn't take as long. But other people have said, it takes a long time to do the detail work, which it does. And, I would argue, I'm not really going to argue one way or the other, but I would say speed paints. I mean, speed paints seems like it would be just as easy. Like if you have an ultramarine, you do the blue contrast speed paint, that doesn't take very long, and you take that to a tournament and no one's going to say anything. So that's what I'm thinking. So the first thing I need to do, I've primed, okay, let me explain. I primed with white. Did I over prime? Well, yes, I did. This guy's not as bad. I did not over prime this guy. On the back I did. But I over primed a lot of my Vet Guard, which really actually helps to the style, believe it or not, because I bring a lot of the detail in the black lines. But brain freeze. But I did. Like if I could go back and do one thing again, I would not have over primed these minis, because it's it's just not the best. Okay, so but I need to go in with, the first thing I need to do is go in with white and clean up anything that really didn't get primed very well. I've gotten used to where those spots are now with these guys. Under the backpack is usually space kind of back here behind, between the backpack and the back of the soldier. Anything up and under, like up and under his, yeah, you can see it right there, the gray. So I got to go in here with pure white and try to clean up what didn't get over primed. So starting with just pure white, I use MSP paints because I started off as a D&D miniature painter. Start with the Reaper Bones, learn to paint kits. I need more white. So what I do is I also use white to clean it up. All right, so I go in with the black. I do the best I can with the fine lines, but in the end, you got to go back with the white and clean it all up. Okay. But yeah, this little project was a lot of fun. It was fun putting it out on social media. Like I said, there was a bit of a kerfuffle, a bit of a debate on whether this was a... there's a lot of people that said they appreciated the artistic value of it. But what they really don't like about it is... maybe it's just too out there. It's too abstract. I do think it looks better in person than it does with the pictures, but you know, it's everyone's thing. A lot of people on there said, you know, it's not for me. It's a no for me, bro. It's a no for me. But if you like it, you paid for the plastic. You can do whatever you want. And that's very true. You know, I agree with that sentiment. So good on you. But then there are some people that are just like, how dare you? The audacity of just coming in here with this. All right, man. Calm down. Brosif. I know, I've heard this about the community. Man, I need to fix my setup a little bit because it's a little weird. There we go. Let's try that. That way y'all can see my palette. By palette, I mean piece of paper. Piece of parchment paper over a double layered papier toilette. Hope everyone's having a good week. Past any Thanksgiving drama or... Man, I just finished our leftovers. You know, that's actually not that bad. I mean, dinner on a Thursday, or the, you know, Thanksgiving meal on a Thursday. I finished it all probably on Monday. Yeah, I tried to finish all this stuff with like cream and butter and stuff like that first. But yeah, finally done. All the pies. Dude, my family's crazy. I sent them a whole menu that I was going to have in my house. A whole ass menu. 2 to 3 pies. Or not even, like 2 to 3 desserts. Like 2 pies and maybe something, you know, something fun and different. We ended up with 6 pies. 6. You know when you know 6 pies, man? And my kid doesn't eat pie. My wife doesn't eat pie. So who's gonna... And I'm... I'm still getting over being a big guy with the idea that I hate wasting food. I do hate wasting food, but, you know, one of the big changes you make from being like a big guy to a less big guy is it's not your responsibility to eat food that would go to waste. So... But holidays is different, right? I had help. People helped me, but I did eventually finish all the pie. I sent one of the, like, we sent one whole pie home with one of our guests. So, I mean, it's not like I was, yeah, it wasn't as bad as I'm probably making it out to be. I'm glad I didn't overprime this guy. This layer of white here will really... I'll probably have to go back and do it again, because I feel like I'm really changing the color of a lot of the stuff I put down with the primer. So there's a good chance of double layers needed. With white, white's a hard color, you know. If you paint, you know, white, orange, yellow, those colors don't stick very well the first time, especially the first time around. So you usually have to go one more again. But he's already looking better. I'm going to get the base a little bit. I am going to do a rim of the base in black. So it's not vital right now that looks perfect. I am going to post this video on YouTube. This will be the first YouTube video on mini painting that I post. So if you come in during the end of it or you're watching the VOD on Twitch, you know, one of the 4 people that will. It will come out on YouTube. On the same name on YouTube, you can find me. I think there might even be a link on here on the page. Set that up a while ago. I don't remember what they have on there. All right, this is looking good. I should have poured out more white. I should have known that this guy needs the most white going down because I didn't overprime him. He's looking pretty good now. There'll be some cracks and crevices that you got to go back and get. But I mean, grand scheme of things, if you don't find it on a couple pass-throughs with your eyes, no one else is going to see it. Right? Roy! Righto. This will be the first power sword I've ever painted, and it's not even really painting. Won't even count as painting, but oh, I gotta get it lower. You guys need to see what is happening. He's looking pretty good. I need to do another. I need to let him dry. What is that? It's gone. He's gone. He's gone, yo. What is it, Wednesday? My kiddo, my little buddy, is sick. I need to keep remembering to check my phone in case something comes up from my wife about my kid. Let's see. Oh, no. His medicine is ready at the pharmacy, so he's getting that picked up. Okay. I'm seeing, I like what I'm seeing now. It looks really uniform. It looks pretty good. Hey, man. Howdy, sir. Good to see you. I'm making a video. I'm going to put this up on YouTube, yo, on my, my Sin City black and white. It's the Surge. It's the Saj. Saj is getting his due diligence. Thanks for stopping in. If you're lurking, I will talk to you whenever you're not lurking anymore, you know? Jannah. Okay. I'm going to let that dry for a second. Do a little bit more white on my palette. Now do another layer just under the coat. Under the pants. Basically the crotch. Basically the crotch needs another layer. Got to give attention to the crotch. I just have this feeling. You go to a Warhammer Miniatures painting competition. First thing the judges do probably is just lift up the skirt. Be like, did you get the crotch? All right. Clean my brush a tidbit. My good friend Barehanded is in here, doing what I usually do on his show. Try to be around and listen, but doing other stuff. Inevitably. Indubitably. Indubitably. I forgot. I need to go back and clamp all my paintbrush heads down. Some of them are starting to come off pretty easily. Look at this. I will use this brush until it really messes me up, but it is not straight. It's not a great brush. Okay. And to show y'all, might as well show y'all here. For those that know, they ask how I do the lining if I use a pin. Some people use a paint pen, but I use these. Look at my spot. This is like preteen princess eyeliner brush right here. It was highly rated on Amazon. It came in like a big set. So I went with it. But look at the point on this thing. You'll see when I go, it does not hold a lot of paint. But that's what you want. You can overload this and then you get a big blotch right down where you want to start your thin, clean line. But if you just use a palette or put it down on a paper towel, do something, get that first layer off, then you'll be good throughout. So not quite ready for this. I'm gonna go back. Let's do that another layer in the crotch. Mind the crotch. Right. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, you know, this is all really shaded because of its location and, you know, the whole light source thing. So if it's not perfect pearly white, it's not the worst in the world. If it has a little tint on it, it's okay. It is okay. Okay. Anything else? I'm just going to go around, tidy up some things. Then, guys, I do the color right away. So the color burst, I do it right away. We'll do the eyes. We'll do the sword. We'll do the gun. If you have not checked out Barehanded, please find him on Twitch and check him out. He usually does later night streams. He's a night owl, if you will, a night bear. A night owl bear? Dude! You're a night owl bear. Yeah. Hey, Lois. Peter, I'm holding iced tea. Okay. Sassy floss. Sassy's good. Sassy's good. I really need to fix my chat frame. Okay, let's get them colors out. So, eyes for the whole platoon. I don't know, is 20 a platoon? The whole squad, the whole team. I've been using brilliant red for the eyes. You know? It brings out that je ne sais quoi. Oh, what's that noise? Oh yeah, that's my lab grade paint mixer. You know me, still same old G. Brr. Little brilliant red, not much. Don't need much. I don't know much. But I know I love you. Hey, sorry for bothering you. No, I don't. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Gosh darn it. You know? Ah. No. No. I swear I know how to do this. I just know how to do it from this screen. Sorry, guys. Ah, I remember now. There we go. So for the power sword and the plasma pistol, I have been using Spectral Glow. Spectral Glow. Uh-oh, Spectral Glow's a little clogged. There we go. Saucy floss. Okay. So, eyeliner makeup brush. It's teeny tiny. It's teeny tiny. See, that's an overload. So that's overloaded. You see the bulb? If you try to put that on right now, it's just going to spread paint out, just like as if you overload anything else. But if you just kind of roll it out on your palette, then it is not overloaded. You don't have that bulb anymore. Now, I am going to clean it up with white, so I don't have to be perfect here. Just kind of get the general shape of a Google. Because the white, cleaning up the lines with the white is a lot easier than trying to control this thing on the red. So that is the general theory of this paint. And usually I just kind of put this guy out everywhere, and so this will be interesting. You know, keeping it at an angle where you guys can see it during the stream, that will be its own unique challenge. But you know what? I do this for you. It's the prosperity of all the people who saw this paint job and was like, you know what? I want to be rebellious. I want to go against the grain. It's pretty easy to clean. When I'm doing the black, obviously there's a lot of black and eventually it'll kind of come up on the brush and bother me. But otherwise, it's pretty easy to clean. If you load lightly, it doesn't take a lot of forceful cleaning. So that's nice. So now we're going to go to the Bolta. That'll need some cleaning up, but that's okay. I'm all for clean. It'll get clean. Base coats never have to be perfect. And look here, you can see this is a perfect spot. Let's see if I can zoom it in. I over-primed this part of the plasma gun. You see it's got two on the left. It's got two perfect grooves for the plasma. And on the right, there's like a chunk of what look, I mean, you could just think it's just plastic and it's a bad mold. But that is just a thick layer of primer. So to be fair, you know, in retrospect, this would have been difficult for me to paint with any other color palette because I lost a lot of detail when I over-primed. And I can't even imagine trying to strip an over-primed model. I'm sure people do it, but I'm sure it's also very frustrating. But what I'm going to do, because I'm doing a comic book style, is I should be able to just paint. I should be able to just paint it back in there. So that's what I'm going to try to do. When the paint's job is done, it should look like there's 4 grooves here. Even though there's not one right there, really. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. Oh gosh, look at the top 2. Barely any texture detail in this top. So that sucks. So how I should advertise this style? If you overprimed your Mini, try this. Beep. Come on, get paint on there. What are you doing? Sometimes you're trying to be light. It's just too light. It's a touch too light. You're like, I want paint. I want you to put paint down. Okay, and what I'm going to do that's extra on this guy is I did it on the plasma gunner. I'm going to do this kind of triangular design of the glow that's usually seen as like coming out of the plasma chamber here. People will do like a glow effect. Well, I can't do that, so I'm going to do these like... Man, I know this looks horrible right now, guys. I know. It will get cleaned up. Can I do it on the back? Okay, I'll clean that up. Now's the sword. I'm still considering doing something kind of special for the sword. Although the cartoon kind of angling might be enough. I could probably just use the regular brush for this part, huh? this sword will be the most colorful, like the largest color feature on the whole team. Okay, so I'm gonna let those dry, and while those are drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the black. Start just at the bottom and start going. Now, the black lining part, I usually do it in rounds, like doing a section, and then I go back and I clean up with white before I forget. Like, I'll see things that I want to clean up, and so I'll go once. Like, and plus, sometimes you gotta let a group of a good batch of the black dry before you keep going. You gotta clean the brush, so I usually do it that way. So I'm gonna get my black. I don't have two blacks. It's weird. I've been using this whole time pure black, but as soon as it runs out, I will switch to solid black. And they are different numbers, which means they are different paints. But I'm hoping it's not going to be some life-changing, world-breaking difference. Weep, 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 weep. Okay. So you load the brush, you roll as much of it as you can off onto your palette, and you go from there. Let's see if I can turn the light down. Oops. Let's clean that up. So it's, everyone says when they see this, they're like, man, my hands aren't that steady to do this. And I try to tell them, like, neither are mine. It's just about cleaning it up. You just got to figure out how to be able to clean it up. No, I need more light, guys. Sorry. If I change the mode, maybe? That's better. That's plenty of light, too. Cool. That looks better. So that boot's coming in with those weird rigid socks that these guys have. Yeah, I'm not their designer. That's about what I want to do. I want to get up the pants, do the rim of like this coat. It'll start really looking good once I get the rim of this coat down. So let's get that going some. The rim is definitely one of the parts that you can go a little heavier on and not feel too bad about it. Time to stand up? Nah, I'll stand up later. So one of the hardest parts on these guys is like the same that were the kind of the hardest parts to prime. It's, you know, behind the legs, under the coat. But then for some of these accent lines, you just kind of follow the mold, just like you would with highlights. You can add your own, you know, just to show that you're trying to emphasize some of these details, even if they aren't exactly there. So let's get the inside black line going here. Again, I hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. There we go, that's good. Ugh, I'll clean that up. The back inside is usually just a mess. It is. I mean, it's hard to paint back there. You do your best, you know. This one should be longer. Nothing really back there, but I can go back this way. There we go. And I can pull up the crotch. Remember all that attention we gave the crotch earlier? Don't leave it hanging. That wasn't great. In a second, I'll show you like the places that I've obviously very much messed up. Let me finish the other leg, and then I'll point out the places that need, I mean, serious cleanup. It's not great. It's not great. There's one right there if you can see it. See, yeah, see back there, back of the leg. Isn't that funny? The more black I put on, the more the autofocus really like makes it look better. I'll take it though. Yeah, you can see that coming in, but yeah, see the back of the leg there? I could leave it. I don't think many people would see it. That one's okay. But I could clean it up. Cleaning it up's easy. It's kind of fun. It's satisfying how much cleaner you can get it, if that makes sense. God, these are heavy lines, but oh well. Welcome in if you are new to the channel. See, now it's going to be harder to clean. The black is usually the one that gets all over this brush because I'm using it a lot more. Okay, we gotta get the shoe. God, these shadows. Luckily, anything on the base is one of the easiest things to clean up. See there, I went a little too wide on the base. That's okay. this will all get cleaned up. Whoop, 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 whoop. That'll get cleaned up. You'll get cleaned up. And you'll get cleaned up. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Calm down. Calmate. Okay. So that's the first round of stuff done. So now I'm going to clean my brush. And I'm going to switch over to white and do some cleanups, both on this black layer that I just put down, but also on the weapon colors that I put down. Actually, first I'm gonna do another layer of red just to make sure the red is the dark and, you know, pure color that I want for the Googles, for the Googlies. Okay. The goggles aren't going to be this big. I'm overpainting them, so I can just go clean them up. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with the blue. Let's get another layer down. Seems like a good idea. Do y'all like my sparkly paintbrush? Yeah, it's definitely probably for preteens. Preteens? I don't know what age people start wearing makeup. Okay, so the white cleanup. So like I said, I went a little heavy on the black on the base here. But I just go in with the white using this brush and I can really just clean it up. Make it more well-rounded. Clean, clean, clean. Easy peasy. 1 foot. All right, so that area I said that I really didn't like, that I definitely overpainted the black. Okay, see it back there, but behind the leg. So that's what it looks like before cleanup. I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to... See? Gone. That's all you want to do. You want to go around and find spots that are just like the black is just too heavy there. I want to change it up. And it really does the job. So this right sock here, see those thick, heavy lines? I'm going to fix that. And look at that. Those heavy lines where the socks are now. You know, they still have heavy parts, but that's okay. That's style, but you got to find what you consider to look more like a mistake. That's, you know, what do you consider that looks more like a mistake or more like art? Use that as your guide. Clean up the inside of that one. See how already, you know, there's still some thicker lines, but it's about placement, you know, and I can be super picky if I want to, depending on how, you know, detailed you are. You could see this sock and be like, I want to clean that up. Come in. And there you go. So clean as much as you want. And then once you're done cleaning, you go on to the next section of black. I want to fix that whole spot there. Yeah, let's clean this up a little bit. Yeah. I think I'm pretty happy with what's left on here. Yep, I think I'm ready to move on. But now that the white is dried up here, I am going to go ahead and do my detailing of the goggles. So the first thing is I want to go under the rim of his helmet and take all the red off there. So you can use the natural contour. I know I'm going to take some off the side, so I can go ahead and do that too. Almost went over there. Oop, almost went over there too. There's going to be a black lining those. So it's okay if there's a little... That looks pretty good on the top. So now I go along the bottom and I really try to shape the goggles exactly how I want to look. So I'm going to take some off the side. And then what I usually do is I start in the bridge of the nose and then I come down. That's a good shape. I like that shape right there. Okay, and then you kind of have to keep your eye on the shape that you just made for the other eye. So there's that bridge of the nose. We're gonna have to come up there. Ooh, that other side's going down a little bit further. That's all right. Okay, we're gonna take some depth off this left side, and that'll be just fine. There we go. Look at that. There's the goggles. Good and shaped. I'm going to use a black line on it to give them, to give them the black shaping. That's the red we want. Now we're going to go to the blue and try to do the same thing. The pistol. Golly, this is going to be hard. It's real easy to get in there and paint something white that you don't. There, that's good on that one. And you got to make sure there's plenty. This is kind of a harder one because you got to make sure there's enough paint on the brush to get the cleaning you want, but not too much that it's going to flow into the crevice where your paint is. Oh gosh, is that what I did? I feel like I got a little in that one. It's all right, I'll come back to clean that one up. Okay, I'll have to do that again. Yeah, this is hard. That seems better. But I am going to do some more here. I got to do the gun part. I don't know why I cleaned. Just felt like it. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. How far am I in? Oh my gosh, I'm almost an hour in and I'm not even close to done with this guy. This guy's going to be the longest to paint. For sure. Okay, so for the gun, man, this is hard. It's a lot smaller than the dang plasma gunner gun. So we'll just clean it up the best we can. Yeah, that's decent. We need one more. Oh, the line's further up than I thought. Yeah, I just gotta redo that one. Ah! That was a mistake. This is harder to do on this gun than it was on the plasma gun. He's just so small. Golly, I don't know about that guy. I don't know about this, guys. Why do I feel now like all the color is out of this side? Ugh. Okay. I gotta do another round of... Man, this is really stalling the black, huh? Well, let's let it dry. Let's let it dry. So let's go back. Let's do some more black. Then we'll go clean it up even more. Okay. Oh. Oh. Look at that beefy belt piece. I'm not happy with a lot that just went down. I'll get it back, but still. Ugh. Not the best. It'll be very, very satisfying to clean this next black area up. because it will get cleaner. Hey man, how you doing? G-dubs. Sorry, you can tell that this is very detailed, focused work. So, update. Finally got a job. Finally. Thank you, sir. It was a long road. I've been unemployed since April. And it's a group that I've already worked with before during my PhD. It was a rare thing. I got to interview with people that I had multiple publications with already. I don't think that happens a lot, if I had to guess. January 2nd. Everything is verbal so far, but January 2nd is the idea. I'm really getting up there on this guy. Need to slow down. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's definitely been a big concern for a while.
This is where your story begins.
Ooh, this is where my story begins.
But I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
All right, pretty soon I want to clean up. Yeah, I want to clean up now. I made it like up to his, up to his shoulders even on one side. So it's a good time for cleanups. How's the sound and everything, G-dubs? Levels good? I need to change my chat box at some point so it's easier to read. Jenna. Thank you. Perfect. Perfektenschlag. Okay, let's take some edge off of this guy here. Yeah, there's a lot of thick line right here that I want gone. I don't know what happened here. I must have just been super excited to paint this square. So excited that I forgot how to move a brush appropriately. The band is good. We practiced last night. We have a show December 3rd for any Denver area viewers. My band, Uncle Beef's band, will be playing at Herman's Hideaway on December 13th, Wednesday. See, look how much thinner and cleaner that looks. Cleaning up is really what makes these guys less threatening. So don't be afraid to take a step away once you feel yourself making some of those big blotches. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Thank you. Usually if you catch it. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Golly. I really like when I was DMing the Heroes of Salon campaign. Towards the end, I would take my dang iWatch off because every time I would move my hands, Siri thought I was talking to her, him, it, they. My Siri is a female or a British man. Actually, no, I can't remember. At one point, I made him a British man. Can't believe I was in Denver for half the day, dude. I do because one, the airport in Denver is just out in the middle of nowhere. You know that. You know that. Two, man, it was the holidays. You came like the day before Thanksgiving. Is that right? Isn't that when you were here? No, it was like 2 days before Thanksgiving. It's timing, bro. That's better there. Let's clean this guy up right here. Oh, everything looks better. Clean it up. Oh, man. That's over. Oh, or just, yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go on a journey, guys. You know what I did? Totally said I was going to add more color. Oh, I was letting it dry. That's what I was doing. Cool. Yeah. I totally made the right conscious decision. There's a lot of people on Facebook that call this the aha take on me paint job. If I was doing that, I would make it a little bit more shaky with the lines. I consider it more of a Sin City black and white like Gestapo comic. That's good on cleanups, though. Basically, for the cleanups, I look to get rid of any, like, super thick lines. The lines that you look at it and you're like, man, that doesn't look like it's supposed to be like that. Okay, now let's do what I said I was going to do. This guy's coming along. He's going to take a lot longer than all the other guys, but that's okay. Okay. I'm gonna water down my blue a little bit. Seems to be a little thick right now. Okay. Dig this music, man. What's your new Paint podcast stream schedule when you start your new job? That is a great question. I want to. So the podcast, the children's game podcast, that'll be once a month. Where that's like the limit that we have right now on that. My co-host, and really like it's a short little nugget of information, so we want to keep it kind of short. Golly, this is literally going to take multiple attempts to get it the way I want it. Okay. So like podcast once a month, stream painting once a week, maybe. I really would love to do 2 days a week. One Warhammer, one Wildspire D&D minis. That would be the goal. That would be the dream. But who knows? If I can ever manage to get the schedule straight, Ryan over at Wildspire has offered up some giveaways with the miniatures, so that would be pretty swell. I think that'll grab people's attention. And he's planning his next Kickstarter. It's going to be Fae, forest and Fae kind of creatures, so that'll be cool. He's working on getting some models lined up right now. I don't know, Heroes of Salon. I don't know, the next campaign that I run might not be Heroes of Salon. I might do a New World. I have an idea for New World. And it's completely SRD, so I could sell it. It's a cool enough theme that I feel like I could make some subclasses to go along with it, easily make some homebrew monsters that fit the world. It's a cool storyline. Yeah, we'll see. All right. I need to let the blue dry now before I go back with white. So let's keep going with black. There's plenty of black needed. I know I need to fix this line here. There we go. All right, let's do the backpack. Backpack is a nice isolated thing that I can just knock out. No, that actually was with people from here, but they've all moved on. They're all at different places now. Oh gosh, heavy. Stop being so heavy. Oh geez, I need to go on a break for a second to pick up stuff outside. Let me... But we do have some friends who just recently got into Dimension 20, right? And they've never played and they really want to play now. They watch a lot of the talk shows and stuff. They like the game show that's on the Dimension 20. I always see memes for it, but I haven't watched it. The Mini. Yeah, my buddy pretty goes free range on miniature design. And then so I figure out a way to put it into the world. But that's why we're thinking, you know, the Salon world is great. I don't mind making content for it. It was a lot of fun. But, you know, eventually I'd like to make money, you know, sell something. And the you know, my writing with Wildspire, at least through like the books that go out with the miniatures, has got enough like attention that it might be easy enough to do like a sale, like a homebrew world sale, you know. We've got the YouTube videos of the campaign. We've got all the art. So why not? Don't worry, a lot of this will get cleaned up. It is not looking great at the second. I want to get the backpack done, then I need to take a short break. Go get mail packages. You know, it's that time of year. But I'll be back real quickly. But yeah, funny story about that. So when I first started with Ryan at Wildspire, he had never played D&D. And I don't know what he did, but the only set he had out was the Townsfolk. And he commissioned someone to make character sheets for his Townsfolk. But they like, you know, so like all of them were level 5 if they had a class, but then they made like some that weren't classes. It wasn't 5e for sure, because it was like a baker. But for some reason, the baker had multi-attack. Like all these NPC-based character sheets, like the baker and the blacksmith and stuff like that, they had 4 melee attacks. 4 melee attacks. So if the miniature had, like, we have the baker with, you know, he's carrying around a rolling pin. That's a club, basically. It's a club, right? 4 attacks with the club per turn is way better than a level 5 anything. Ain't nothing doing that kind of damage at level 5. So I went in, and when I wrote the quests based around these characters, that's when I changed them from the like baker and stuff to like a fighter. He just was a fighter with the, you know, the feet, chef, you know, the chef feet, and that made it a little bit more, in my opinion, made it a little bit more digestible. But people loved it. People, you know, no one really said anything negative about it, so couldn't have been that bad. Yeah, I might have even made him a barbarian. Maybe. Because a lot of the guard and stuff I made fighters. What is that? There was a freaking string in my ring. And it makes it even more weird that it rhymes, guys. This was in my ring. Where the hell did that come from? That's a true mystery. I don't have anything like that around me. My shirt's blue, but it's not that color blue. That's weird, guys. Gosh, my hands are shaking. This just goes to show, though, it's not about the steady hands to get this. It's all about the cleanup. Because that does not look great. Okay, is the backpack done now? Otherwise, I gotta get down here. Golly. Gorly. I gotta do some cleanup. Okay. Almost done with the backpack. Go check my door. Go and break, then I'll come back. All right, let's get you guys a good look. I will clean it up when I come back. There's some heavy spots for sure, but the little chest plate and the backpack are pretty much done. We're making our way up. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. Give me like 4 minutes, That'd be great. That'd be great. If you could get me those on my desk by Monday, that'd be great. Brush got a little dirty on me. Doing an extra good cleaning. Let me get this guy back in the camera so at least you can see it while I'm cleaning. Focus. Focus. I had a professor in my master's from South America and kept saying focus. I'm not cussing, promise. Hey guys, give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back as quick as I can. All right. I am... Nope. Yep. I am returned. Okay. So I'm going to give myself a little bit more white. I'm going to do some cleanups with white, both on the black that I just painted, but also the power weapon. We'll see if this is the last time, right? Who knows? Might just have to do it again. I hope not. I do hope not. All right. So white, blah, 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 blah. White for the cleanup. Okay, stuff I just painted. I know I want to, oh, yep, right there. Okay. Little up here. Woo! Hands are shaking, guys. Why my hand shaking? I don't know. Wow. My hands are really shaking. It's okay. But I could see myself making mistakes that I want to go back and clean up. Because my hand is shaky. Eventually it'll stop shaking, but man. Does that happen to anyone else? Just like all of a sudden your hand goes crazies? I don't mind the thick lines under here because it's like shadow. Should be dark on there anyway. Okay. That's all. Look at. I could get this. Sorry, Peppers. You don't sit on my foot. That's my dog. Okay, there we go. I think I just wasn't comfortable in my seat, and that's when my hands were shaking. Why wasn't I comfortable in my seat? Because my dog. I sacrificed a lot for a little pup. Comfort, money. Whew. Wish my hand would stop shaking. Okay, deep breath. We'll see. Any more? Yeah, I gotta clean up the weapon color. What the heck? There's no paint on there. I need some paint, yo. There we go. I'm happy with that. Just have to do it on the other side now. Okay, I'm happy with that. I gotta clean up the sword where it comes up on the sword, even though that'll probably be black soon enough. Okay. I know it doesn't look great now, but it'll look okay when I do the black line. So let's keep going on black lining. I think we're good. We can make some serious progress. Wait. Those are pretty thick. I'm going to do a little bit more white cleanup. A little bit more white. Is that really all I wanted? Sure. Okay, keep going up on the black. Soon we'll need more cleanup, but not yet. Let's go to this. Let's go to shoulders. That was a mistake. Wow, my hands are just shaky, guys. Don't know what to say. It's probably because I haven't painted in a while. I was doing good painting pretty often. It could just be because I haven't painted in a while. It doesn't look bad. Oh, that was a mistake. But it is weird. Don't know what to say about it. Maybe I'm grabbing it too tight. That's what she said. It's kind of a bummer. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. My hands are all shaky. Oh yeah, that'll get cleaned up. All right. Is there more I can do until I clean it up? Yeah. It's not the best. It's just not the best. But yeah, it's not the best. Maybe I can clean it up. But for now, let's just go into something else. I gotta clean up the grenade. Let's do the other arm. Maybe something will come to us. It's just not great. It's just not great. Hopefully salvageable. Because this guy's the Sarge, you know? He deserves a great paint job. Yeah, I didn't paint much over the holidays, so maybe it's just... I haven't painted in a while. I don't know. They're just shaky. Both of them. It's gotta be something with me. Am I cold? Maybe I'm cold. I don't get cold that often, but maybe. Here's the new challenge. Can I make this paint job work with the shaky hands? Come on, man. Okay, hopefully I can clean up that hand to look better. Because that's just not great. I've said this is not great like the last 3 things I've painted. But that's how I feel. Okay. I'm going to get up to his head, and then I'm going to clean up. So that involves this guy. Well, I got to clean the grenade off. So I'll do just this. Okay, let's clean up. Let's clean up. Maybe I'll figure out what's wrong. Ow! Why is this drawer open? Oh, that hurt. I banged my funny bone. That's not gonna help. Banging my funny bone? Now I'm sure my hand's gonna be shaking even more. Okay. Cleanup can do a lot. Can make things look a lot better. Keep tilting the camera away from you guys. Okay, let's clean up the gun. Got a lot here to clean up. Okay, okay. I see it. All right. This area is looking pretty. Oh, I see something I wanted to clean earlier, but I didn't get. All right, let's keep going. I need to clean with the blue. Let's clean with the blue on the sword, and then we'll keep going. Man, I can't believe this is taking me a lot longer than I've been taking me before today. It's all right. You require special attention, right? Let's keep going to black. I want to finish this in 2.5 hours. There's no way this should take longer than 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna push. Push. He's really almost done. I saw a spot on the gun that wasn't quite finished, so I'm gonna go back to the gun just for a second. Yeah, that'll work. Gun looks good. Let me give this a little bit more back. I like the sword. Sword looks decent. Gun looks good. Let's get this grenade. Okay. Let's keep going. This will be interesting. My hands are still shaky. Let me get the brim of the helmet real quick. That's easier down on the table. That actually worked. I was wondering how it was going to work with my hands being shaky, but seems to have been okay. Man, why are my hands so shaky? I promise I'm not nervous. Golly. I mean, it all just looks like a mess right now. So my hands don't stand still. Hey, get back here. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Almost done. A lot of cleanup to do. That's it. Okay. All right. doing the walkthrough. Let's clean up. Let's clean up. Wow, Pokemon community game. 2 hours into my stream. Cool. All right. Excited for cleanup. Come on. Let's make some cosmetic changes here. I'm just shaking, guys. I'm just shaking all over the place. Oh, the grenade. Gotta get the grenade. The grenade looks like poopy. That looks better. Come on. Okay, I'm close to liking this guy. Ooh, the back of the gun. Back of the gun. I gotta get some, yeah, there's some spots down there I gotta get. Otherwise, though, I'm getting happy with this guy. The bolter looks, the plasma pistol looks like shit. Oh well. Pretty close to being happy. All right, I'm gonna add. This should be like the last round of black. I'm gonna do the base too, so that could be fun. Stick around. That side looks okay. I just gotta get this side. What do you think, guys? Do you see anything on here? Hello from France. Ouh, je parle un peu de français. J'ai pris des cours de français dans l'universitaire, mais je n'avais pas. No, that's not right. I haven't spoken in a long time. It's actually Belgique. Belgique, yeah. Bien. Very cool. Yeah, I am mostly amazed with how much I've retained across the years. Like, really, I took 3 years of French in high school, 2 in college. And then I haven't touched it in a long time. So, like, the fact that I can still, like, remember a few things, that's pretty cool. Study English, very cool. Dans l'universitaire, en France. Let's get the base going while we think about if there's anything else we need to fix. Level A1 to A2. Is that college or is that high school? Universitaire ou l'école. L'école, I guess. There's 3 morning, but okay. Very cool. Do you hope to travel to the U.S.? I mean, they speak English everywhere. It's a silly question these days. You could be wanting to go all sorts of places that just speak English. Parler anglais. I also speak what I call George Bush Spanish. Bios corn Doritos. New York City. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I love New York too. And if I could have done things differently, me and my wife talk about this all the time. If I could have done things differently, I think I would have liked to have lived in New York. But alas, married with kids. You know, it's not that it's not a family place, it's just it's harder, right? If you have that idea that your kids need a backyard to run around and stuff like that, it's kind of a tough sell. Side duck. I'm on a side duck. I actually looked up to see it in time. Let's see if I can type it in time. Gosh, stop rolling. Just stop. Just stop. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, this is Kill Team. There's 20 of these models. This is number 20. He's the sergeant. He's got a power sword and a plasma pistol. And I had this idea to do this like Sin City, Frank Miller style. And you know, I've really gotten some mixed reviews. Plenty of people said it looks good. You know, I think it looks cool. So I'm not too worried about all the kind of mixed stuff, but it's definitely gotten some mixed reviews. That's the hope. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, I was a D&D painter, and then I got into Warhammer. So I've got 2 kill teams. I've got, hey, where is that? What is that? Something happened. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I paint D&D minis, and I also do D&D content stuff. So I've got like a Twitch cast with for kids. I make a kids D&D game. That's what all that stuff scrolling at the bottom is. But yeah, I've got orcs. You can see the orcs comes through my slideshow here. I've got some terrain for Kill Team, and I've got these guys. AOS, I've got Deepkin that I haven't painted yet, but I'm starting on them. They're at least assembled up there. So yeah, very cool. It's fun to be like, have pieces in different pots. Do you play AOS? Stormcast Elementals, right? Stormcast Eternals, something like that. Do you play or do you just paint? It's okay. You're new to painting. Yeah. But Dev, you played. Oh, you just paint? Yeah. It's hard. I'm trying to get my friends into playing. I've played maybe 4 or 5 matches of Kill Team. And I love it. I have a blast. But I need to get more experience playing. I have not played AOS. I know that it looks like they came out. I like these smaller skirmish style games. So with AOS, I might. They have that war cry, I think, right? Ooh, that's for what army is that for? Ultramarines don't have angels, do they? Necrons don't have angels. Wouldn't that be like what? Okay, yeah. That's what I'm missing. I know a little about AOS. I don't know a lot. I don't know much. I feel like there was a part that said I was gonna clean up. I don't have my own Discord. No, I appreciate it, but I'm a member of so many Discords throughout the community. It's just not something I want to put in the time to cultivate. So I post on other people's Discords. Right now I'm just going through and doing final touches, cleaning up, but I'm pretty much done with this guy. I'm happy with him. Sword looks decent. Goggles are good. Gun is decent. Backpack looks good. Helmet's all right. His head's a little weird. That's okay. I'm just looking now for any last little cleanup where I'm like, oh gosh. Can't let that through. We'll just cover that whole thing up. How about that? Maybe I'll come and do it again. Yeah, other than that, I like this guy. I think he's pretty much done. Nothing's... let me fix this. Lord of Ring and Warhammer? Is that like he just... It's not the Lord of the Rings tabletop game. It's Warhammer rules, but it's Lord of the Rings? Where was what I was fixing? Oh, it's on the backpack. Here it is. Very cool. You are deep in multiple hobbies, sir. Or ma'am. All right, guys. One more. Yeah. All right, guys. One last look, and I'm going to be done for the day. How long does this take me? 2 minutes, 34... No. 2 hours, 34 minutes with a little break in there, so I'm going to say 2.5 hours. Longest one by far. I was finishing some of the regular troopers and the like some of the gunners and stuff within an hour. So this guy definitely took a little bit more time. But that's okay. He's the Sarge. Sarges deserve a little bit more time. Me, I take main Warhammer and starter pack with Hatchet Collection. I don't know what Hatchet Collection is, but yeah. I didn't do the starter pack for Warhammer. What I'm going to do for Warhammer is I've got Kill Team, and then I'm going to slowly transition into Combat Patrol, and then we'll see where I go from there. Okay, brushes are good. One last look at this guy. There he is. He is the sergeant. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, got the whole crew now. Awesome. All right. Thank you for stopping in. Next time I'll be on, if I'm painting Warhammer, it's gonna be terrain. I've got to finish the Octarius terrain. So if I finish the Octarius terrain, then I have 2 full sets of kill team terrain, which just the prospect of that sounds awesome. Because I already painted the Chalnath, so which is what you can see right there in my slideshow. So finish the Octarius. We've got 2 fully painted kill teams, 2 fully painted terrain, and then we're gonna start on our 3rd team, which is either Tau or Novitiates. I don't know which one yet. I have an idea for both of them as far as paint scheme goes, so I can start on either one of them right away. Anyways, check this out on YouTube if you want to watch this again or see it as a tutorial on how to do this style. I'm not the best. I know I'm not the best, but if you want to see how I do it, cool. And then just try it on your own. There's nothing like trying it, but I'm happy how they turned out. Like I said, I think they look better in real life. And the whole set of them just look really cool together. So thanks for stopping in. Check me out on socials, Family Fantasy RPG. If you want to check out my kids' 5e D&D games, you can check those out on Drive-Thru RPG. Otherwise, I'm going to find someone for you guys to watch. I'm going to forward you on Raid, a different channel, so you can keep watching some awesome Warhammer painting. Thanks for stopping in, Liloli. Most hard part is to translate in my head. I know. Trust me, I know. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping in, guys.